Hello, guys. Sorry about that. I let it play too long. That is my new theme song for now. It doesn't sound clean. I don't like it like that, but that's just how it came out. So, you know. Okay. Hold on. Go there. So how is everybody? Good morning. Oh, I meant to send you a couple of emojis there, stupid round eye. Hey Axelot, how are you? And Lurker, who hello. I wanna like gift out some I'm not even sure if I have any left. Give me a second. All right. I want to gift out. I have to do it while I'm live and from the computer. So give me a sec. Okay. Sent, because I didn't have I have why am I echoing? Didn't have I have why am I echoing? Didn't have Oh, I see. Okay. Oh God, I'm an idiot. Thanks. We got Leafy, Jess of the oh yeah, she was just in here the other day. Oh, I hope she comes back. I don't think she though was a member, but still. Our Lore and Arox, they were in here, and Colleen with a K. She comes around once in a while. They usually have been giving them to like the one of the same people always gets one, and it drives me crazy. And it's like I wish it would go to like people who are you know that come by once in a while, you know what I mean? So I was going to do an all members today, like my plan, but I was like, I just didn't have that many in the membership at the time, and I'm like, if I do that and not everybody can come, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll just keep it open for now and, see what I could do," because I do wanna give back to the people who, are in my members, that support me. It's important for me to do that, and I am very appreciative of those who do that. Hey, Fernette, how are you? Hello, hello. Okay, so now Fernette's here, the party can start. Okay, all right, great. So today we have like a story, and we are let me hit my goal. Hold on. I gotta hit that goal. All right. First goes 1 hour and it's a story time. Okay. I made sure when I did that, I wrote that story down like days ago, like jotted a couple of words down so I don't forget and because I almost forgot. I don't know if I ever told it. So, maybe like a little bit in passing once a long time ago, and then like the other a little bit in passing, maybe. I'm not even sure about that. So you get the full Monty here. Okay. So, all right. So anyway, today's story is very interesting. I want you to picture first of all, sometimes I want to take people on Facebook and wherever and tell them to shove their opinions somewhere else, because it does not, you don't know anything about a certain situation, yet here you are condemning somebody or at doing that, breaking the hearts of their family. Just, and I can't stand Nancy Grace. Let's just put that out there. If you know who I'm talking about, Okay. She basically made her big commentary career on the Scott Peterson case, and whether or not you feel Scott Peterson is guilty or not, I do feel that she had a big play in that, and constantly throwing up his picture. Well, the whole media did that with the other girl. Off topic, just cleaned underneath my bathroom. Oh, that's right. You were going to the lotions and potions that we consume that we don't need. Ugh, I know. I finally did that a long time ago when I was first moving these apartments. I took was when back then I had more skincare than anyone could ever need, and it's like, you know what? I got rid of all that junk, and I stick with CeraVe stuff, and yes, it puts the lotion on the skin. Oh God, only you would think of that. Hey Olaf, how are you? By the way, stupid round eye wanted to know if snow Crocs are called snocks or scrocks or some crap like that. Snocks. I was thinking, well, you can't wear my Crocs. How are ya? Good to see you. Oh, what am I doing? That always scares me, stupid round eye. Okay. So just this is like a story of oh my God. Have I lost my mind? I'm the one that made the thumbnail. What was her name? Oh my God. Oh Lord. Okay. Well, give me a second. Yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. I thank God I didn't just say it. Who was that? Oh, okay. We got our girl coming in. All right. So please hit the like button, guys. You know something? I saw something about Lily it was just up on my screen. Or maybe that was somebody else's name. Lily James, maybe. I don't know. What happened? No, tell me. I'm gonna have to look it up. I already could tell. Hey, did something happen to her? Oh wait, you're laughing. An evil laugh. So it's not that bad. Oh my God. What? Oh no, I know. Oh no, that's terrible. First of all, when I saw like kind of like where they lived, like knowing New York the way I do, I knew that it was either a home that they had like owned through the years, like generational, or it was like an apartment or something that, again, maybe it was like a section or, I'm sorry, rent stabilized, rent controlled, so it couldn't go too high, something from a family. But I don't understand how that can happen, because just I haven't been keeping up on her. But despite, even with what everybody says, she was still making, I mean, I just know she was making money. I know that because I saw her on an actual live stream with Dr. Barbara Stern. If you don't know who she is huge in skincare, Hollywood, does Paris Hilton, that kind of person. And she's got her own line, and she's like big. You don't easily get a live stream with her. So I found it like kind of shocking, and that was it. But, and I feel so bad because her father, oh, that's right, the Snowcrocks. Yes. Her father is sick, and he has a heart condition, and I really hope that they have somewhere to go, because my God, that's terrible. What the hell happened to my chat? Hello. God, I hate this thing sometimes. All right, there we go. Unless she bought her way into that stream. I was thinking, maybe she did. Um, maybe she did. But at the same time, Barbara has so much money, I can't see her. I don't know. Maybe all she did was have a look at her account, and not, maybe her social media team didn't do like their total due diligence, and at the controversies, and just looked at the amount of followers, the the um engagement, that kind of stuff. Who knows? But yeah, I feel very bad for the dad. Oh my God. I gotta find something out on this. Like, I gotta watch something on this. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the info. And I know you just love to think. I do now think that it I've kind of changed my mind since I used to think what I used to think. I'd have to dig into it more to pick out why I changed my mind, but I really just don't really care that much anymore. Ah, I just thought, my God, her mother was just so stupid. Don't talk back, stop emailing angrily at these people, and they wouldn't, you're giving them content, you idiot. Like I knew when I, said what I said, that there were certain people that were going to use it as content. And go ahead, I didn't care. I was taking like a long break anyway, and I did. It took like 3 months, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to come back. I don't really care. I mean, unfortunately, like today would be all members only, but like I had, I was like, I don't have that many members. And if some don't show up, then I'm sitting here doing, So I thought maybe later I'll make a short for the members only. A lol cow that Jill went live to I hate you. It's the way she words it. Look at this shit. Lily Jean Truman, a lol cow that Jill went live defending back in the day. I did. I'm not gonna lie. It's out there somewhere. Oh my God, I'm dead. and stupid round eye. I never want to hear about it again. Hey, Anonymous. How'd you sneak in? Okay. All right. So let me pull myself together because I don't want to hear about people complaining about my intro. It's too long. It's a live stream. If you don't want to listen to the talking at the beginning, then hit a fast forward button. Oy vey. Okay. Anyway, so a few of you heard my new oh, shut up, Axelot. Of course, Axelot remembers. And she's laughing. Oh, God. Hey, Camps. How are you? Got that intro. Sucks. A whole bag of... It does? Does it? Oh, no. Okay, tell me, does it suck because the music sucks? Or do you guys have no idea how much time I spent looking for a stupid intro song for this stupid thing? And it just, finally, I just landed on that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. It's that bad, huh? At least you're telling me the truth. At least you are telling me the truth. Oh, Camps, no, if it really does suck, I want to know because, if it's that bad. I just don't like that. It sounds like messy. At first, I thought it was my earbuds, and then I realized, wait, I think it's the song. Yeah, it's just basically the picture is just it's just Jill channel thing, and it's like a rock song kind of with no words. I didn't want words, I'm never serious. Oh God, let me put you guys up. Oh God, I'm like a walking embarrassment. Okay. So anyway, all right, now let's jump into today's story. Abigail Hernandez, all right? I had never heard this story before, and I was actually going to do something completely different today. I even had the thumbnail made and everything. Hey, Jack. Oh, Jack's got a new picture. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, Jack. Now we can now everything can begin. Jack has made it. I'm sorry about that last minute thing. Okay. Thank you. You should make a really cheesy intro. Hey, I was gonna have you do one for me, and then you laughed hysterical and said like somebody else's that starts with an H. I'm not gonna say their name, but like that, and I don't even know what their song sounds like, so I don't know. But I was just going through all that. I used to have this one copyright free song. I still have it up here. And unfortunately, by the time I went to go use it, making sure I double checked, and wouldn't you believe it's not copy free anymore, and now it's over there on Spotify. So I had to go hunting for a new one, because you want something like upbeat, but this one might not last that long because I'm not thrilled with it. But if you guys want to hear it, I'll play it for you right now. You guys want to hear it before we go into the thing? All right, let me go to my theme. Oh, I gotta rewind it. Okay, enough of that. That's that. Hey, drunk baby, how are you? Oh, I love. Wait, did you get Mega Crush? You got Mega Crush Crocs? And that the intro could end with the crowd goes wild sound. I was thinking of making that. I wanted to do the Crocs thing, but I needed something a little bit longer, like I needed like a minute or 45 seconds or a minute, whatever. Because I really, the more I listen to this, the less I'm liking it. So I think I was just tired that day and was like, oh, for the love of God. Yeah, I have that in here as one of the intro ones to hit, so, but I don't know if other people would get it. No talking about that Ola, man. Yeah, this was wait, let me get rid of it. Remove. Okay. Well, yeah, it could be. It definitely could be. Yeah. And somebody said Ola probably has a bunch of clips that I could put together and put. Oh, that would take me forever. But yeah. And it's good to see you, drunk baby, and everybody. If I didn't say hi, I'm sorry. Okay. Now, so Yeah, we're definitely. Oh yeah, that's the end of the croc sound. That's me doing. God, you never know when she's recording you. I tell you, and I swear she's got a file like Herbert Hoover over there. All right, now we're moving on in. Are you serious, Anonymous? I don't even think people were doing that in real snow places. Okay. So, okay, like I said, I hate Nancy Grace, and I do, whether you believe Scott, what the hell's his name, Peterson, to be innocent, not innocent, whatever, okay? You got to admit that she played a very big part, because that was about the time that the 24-hour news cycle really started to take, hold. And she was going to make her name in it. Oh, I can't stand her either. Ola. No. And she put her nose in this shit that I'm going to talk about too. So this is a story about a girl, and her name is Abigail Hernandez. If you've ever heard of it, let me know, because I actually have never heard of it. For half an inch of snow, right? You act like, I mean, not you, but people act like that they live, like they don't live in a place that gets snow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, guys, it's winter. This comes every year. I understand when there's like a huge blizzard, like really bad, but come on now, and you should know how to drive in it. That was one of my first things that I learned, was to be a good getaway. I mean, be a good driver. No, be a good getaway driver, whether it's snowing or it's nice and dry out. Okay. And also always know how to drive manual. People always know how to drive manual. Okay. Don't always rely on, automatics. You know what I mean? I prefer a stick shift to manual. Love them stick shifts. X to doubt, Jill. Yeah, I actually had in like I was driving it. We put it in the company name, but it was a Corvette. And it was a stick. So before that, I learned how to drive it in an old, like, bought, like a cheap off of somebody Escort, like, that had it, just so I could, learned it, was fine. And people think that just because you don't drive it, you'll forget. You don't forget. So I like the feeling, you feel like, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Everybody must really be inside today, hanging out, talking to me. I haven't even gotten started on my story. I'm sure I'll get some nice, nasty comments about that from people who came in and then left. Okay. Let's move along. All right. God, now I'm like really pissed off about that song. Okay. The crowd goes wild for Jill. Oh, yay. Get her done, Bo Peep. Yes. Yes, you got that right. All right. So let's jump into this story before I end up talking about God knows what. Oh, God. And I have a short I'm going to show you guys later, sent in by Anonymous, God help us. And also one that I found that I thought was like, oh my God, what the hell happened to you? You know? Okay. I have so many good things up here. Okay, where is my story? Oh, here it is. Okay. I found this so interesting. Oh, I have to remember that shading ombre one to watch that. Okay.
These two videos hide a disturbing secret. On October 9th, 2013, soon-to-be missing teenager Abby Hernandez left school at 2:31 p.m. wearing a striped sweater, jeans, and boots. For the longest time, this has been Abby's last known location.
Hey,
Abby,
Ronnie.
you're a strong young woman. I believe you're alive, and I know that hope speaks louder than fear.
A whole year later, she reappeared at her mother's doorstep, wearing the exact same clothes.
Missing teen Abigail Hernandez returned to her mom's house, but did not give police her alleged kidnapper's name.
The 14-year-old was allegedly strapped to a bed, tortured with a stun gun, and forced to wear a shock collar.
But what's even stranger is that, after she returned, the public's reaction wasn't relief, but anger.
Was the child held prisoner 9 long months?
No, shut up.
Sounds like Abby's a punk teenager who ran away.
Doesn't sound like she's in any danger.
She should be forced to pay back the state.
This whole story has been fishy from the very beginning.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Nope.
Victims don't act like that.
I'm not buying it.
We just want to have some answers.
There's still lots of questions regarding Abby's disappearance.
But as the details of her abduction unraveled, it became clear to the police that they weren't dealing with an ordinary criminal.
Law enforcement says this device is a bomb.
We've heard a report that he believed there was a zombie apocalypse.
Building firearms at home.
She doesn't know the name, and I can't tell you because he's going to come.
Well, we all need a hobby.
He's everywhere.
With the whole world against her and an armed psychopath on the loose, Abby now has to find the courage to finally reveal the truth.
Abby.
It's October 9th, 2013. 14-year-old Abby Hernandez is heading home after a long day at Kenneth High School. She walks with a slight limp because her new boots, an early birthday present from her mother Xenia, are making her feet sore. But she's looking forward to her party, coming up in only 3 days. Once she finally reaches the schoolyard, she sees the bus pulling away. With no one to pick her up, she starts the long walk home. 2 hours later, Xenia returns from the hospital where she worked to find her house empty. This was unusual since her youngest daughter never did anything out of the ordinary without first calling or texting her.
Abby always has been very kind, always loved animals, a little bit of a tomboy, very cheerful, happy. It was worried, but she should be somewhere. You know, she probably is at school with her friends. I was like, okay, I'll go to school. And the librarian says I saw her leave. And that's when I got
I'd be freaking out.
She had an injury, broke her leg, appendicitis, who knows, like got hit by a car. I called the hospital at that time. I said, no, they have not seen her.
Most people would immediately think that Abby ran away, but Xenia knew her daughter and never even considered it. On the contrary, with Abby's birthday coming up in only 3 days, it seemed impossible.
First of all, okay, before I move on, I don't think it happened in this case, but how many people are so sick of like, can one of my mods, thank you. You were on it, girl. And take them out completely. Oh, I like saying that. Take them out. You know, like take them out. I want them done. I want them all right. I want them boiled. Tragedy pimps. What? What the hell? Oh, okay. I love you, Jack. Okay. So the thing is, I am so sick of like when people are you go to the police, you say, like, a parent knows their child, they know them. And when a parent is seriously panicked and has done, and it's so unlike their underage child, or even a person, just even an adult. I find it ridiculous sometimes that they make you wait. Now, unfortunately, if something horrible happens, like they're unalived, unfortunately, that's usually the case before they even get to the police. But if the police would move the hell on and do their job immediately, it wouldn't give this person enough time to even get rid of evidence the way that they're giving them. I hate that. Stop this 24/40. Oh, teenagers do that. They go out. They do this. Let me tell you something. Something did happen to me when I was 15. And my parents sat up at the kitchen table, and I couldn't get to any phone or whatever. Right. But yeah, the first 48 is the most important. So if you're waiting 48 hours, now you've got what, and I couldn't get to a phone. And I was walking and walking, but I wasn't stupid. Hi, Punch Monkey. I was not going to get into a car with a stranger or anything like that. Finally, because I was in an area I didn't really even know, I get to, I did something stupid. I didn't have, my a subway or a train ticket for home. I didn't have my the card that after that never left my side, and I felt so bad because my parents sat up crying, and when they did call the police, because they knew that I was never not home for curfew. And this was when I was 15 and still innocent. And but as far as being under 18, I always followed the rules of my house. I was not out of control. And even when I was out of control, I wasn't out of control. Well, yes, I was. Never mind. So it was to hear my parents tell me that in the state that my mother was in, that they told her to wait. Finally, I get to this one, gas station, and the guy at first told me no. I said, listen, I don't even have change on me. And yeah. Oh, the block. Oh my God, you remember the block party? Yeah, it was after 18. I still, till this day, don't know how sometimes I got away with certain things, but I did. Yeah, I did. Because I was pre-law, so I did know a lot of law stuff, but then I left law and went into economics and business. But it's not like I just forgot, I know when they need you to incriminate yourself. Never say a word ever, and never hand them your lawyer's card if you can help it. I would have my sister, go get them from the desk. I had a big chunk of them from my lawyer's office. And then I'd have a family member go get it and hand it to them, because I didn't even want my fingerprints on it, because I wasn't sure what they were there for. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I know, freaking Lily Jean, and you too, Axelot. My kids follow enough true crime that they are aware of surroundings. Yeah, and that's what I did too. Even at that, and back when I was 15, it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. My kids weren't late either. 5 minutes didn't count, but they knew my anxiety disorder and appeased me. Right. It's like 5-10 minutes. My mother wasn't going to go into a panic, but yeah. But I finally got to a place and was able to, they let me use their phone. I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you, because these were like the kind of cheesy type people, like, oh no, you have to pay for the phone and all that crap. But there was like a diner across the street that I spotted after I made the call. And so yeah, I just went and waited over there, and then kind of when I saw them coming, I like dodged back over to the gas station. But yeah, I just know how bad it hurt them. So I can imagine this, and these people on YouTube, people are turning to Facebook for help, and this is what they get. Oh, it's disgusting. Good to see you as well, Fernand. It's good to see you, Punch Monkey. Punch Monkey is beautiful, guys. If you haven't seen her, gorgeous. Okay. I'm jealous.
Possible that something like this could happen.
She was very enthusiastic about it. We're planning a whole big party to have friends over.
She called Abby's best friend, who told her that, mere minutes before she left, the two snapped a selfie together and that nothing seemed wrong with Abby.
That was the last known picture of her, was the picture her and I took together in science class. I gotta tell you, she faced problems. She didn't run away from them.
Even the police officers Xenia talked to when she declared her daughter missing agreed that it didn't seem like she ran away.
She was very family-oriented, close with her mom. We just didn't see anything that was suggestive to us that something she had done had caused her disappearance.
Classic teenage girl.
That's what she appeared to be.
Within hours, Abby's disappearance made local news and shocked the community. After all, New Hampshire is the second safest state in the country, and the last high-profile abduction there dated back to 1986.
We are also following new developments in the search for a missing teenager from Conway tonight.
The search ramped up incredibly fast. The Conway police started, the Attorney General's office got involved, the FBI, state police, basically created a dragnet in the North Conway area looking for Abby Hernandez.
Following 3 days of relentless search, Abby's birthday loomed in, and the Conway community came together to hold a vigil for the missing teenager.
Happy birthday to you.
I miss you so badly, and Sarah and I think about you all the time. And we want you back with us, please, and we love you. We miss you.
We spoke exclusively with Abby Hernandez's mother last night. She says she sees Abby in her dreams and doesn't want to wake up because that's when this nightmare returns.
It is.
She couldn't have known then, but Xenia's words mirrored her daughter's situation all too well. It began 3 days earlier, when Abby was walking home from school. Halfway through, a car stopped beside her. The driver leaned over and pointed at her slight limp before asking her if she'd like a ride home.
Oh,
feeling the blisters on her feet, the young teenager reluctantly accepted.
I just feel so bad.
See, I didn't see
got
that
in the car.
part.
You were 14. You were a child. Yeah.
Oh. When I don't think I would have cared about my blisters. I would not have gotten into the car, but I know myself because I had a spine problem and I could hardly walk, but I wanted to be out with my friends until it got so bad I couldn't. But even then, no. I hope, looking back, I hope I'm right about that. So, I mean, like, in all seriousness, I was freaked out once because, brace yourself, and do not record this, please, hold up. Me and my friend, we went to a movie, and I remember what movie it was. It was, I've seen it twice. Oh God, it was Tom Cruise, who I will not watch anymore because of his affiliations. But God, it was the movie with him and Nicole Kidman and the driving, the car racing. All right, because I was into that kind of stuff. I just can't think of the name right now, but it was that movie for the second time, and we were walking back, I think, to my house, and all of a sudden, I looked over because there was a light, and there was this fat, bald guy, like old and like just had a creepy look to him. I don't care. I don't care if you're heavy, thin, whatever, but I'm just telling you that he had no pants on. That's where it all comes down to. Okay. And you can guess where his hand was. And I was young. I was like 13, going on 14 maybe. And I just freaked out, guys. Oh, you're so welcome. It's true, Punch Monkey. I freaked out so much over this. All I did was see a guy with his pants down, driving and enjoying his Sunday drive or whatever, his rush hour drive with no pants on, playing with himself. And I was just traumatized. I was like, Melissa, do not look over at that car. And she's like, why? I'm like, just don't. So I don't think I would have hopped in the car. That would have always radiated like there are wackos around, But yeah, her mother had just bought her these boots for her birthday, which was coming up. They hurt her feet, but she loved them, so she got them anyway. And now she missed the bus, and she knew it was going to be like a long, torturous ride home. And I also think it's dangerous to pick people up. Clearly this guy didn't, whatever, But one time I went against the grain, and a girl had broken down, and everybody passed her by, and she was on the entrance to a parkway, and I let her in and I gave her a ride, and cut. Thanks for the audio. Shut up, Jack. Like the big chick bathing in front of Emory Hospital. Oh my God. I got a picture for you guys. Oh no. Is this a real person? Punch Monkey, please tell me it is. What happened to your photo thing? Wow. You just joined a couple days ago. Literally. Well, okay. Oh God. I could have played like this roller game where you could roll things. Please, somebody take this one out. Thank you. Thank you, Round Eye. I love you guys. You guys are always on it. You were there drinking it. Ooh, I like it. I like your style. Everybody, hands off Jack. He's mine. All right, let's go.
But I try to tell myself.
As soon as they reached town, the driver sharply turned towards an isolated parking lot.
I definitely got a gut feeling that something's wrong. So I said, you know what? I actually live really close to here. I think I can walk. I unbuckled my seatbelt. He kind of straightened his legs and he was digging for something. Then I saw a gun.
Under duress, Abby was handcuffed and blindfolded. As they drove off, the man kept shoving her down underneath the dashboard to hide her from any passerby. She tried to push him back, but things escalated quickly.
I felt this stammering pain in my leg, and I thought, oh my God, I've been shot. I did not want to die.
Despite her fear, Abby kept fighting back, but each time she pushed him away, the pain in her leg amplified. That's when she realized that she wasn't being shot at, but shocked repeatedly with a stun gun.
Ooh,
Powerless,
over and over.
she tried to reason with him
always
instead.
Carry
I said,
a couple of
I don't judge you for this. If you let me go, I won't tell anybody. And I asked him, are you going to rape me? And he told me, call me master.
After a long ride, the kidnapper stopped the car. Abby was dragged into some kind of building and thrown onto a dirty mattress before the man removed her blindfold. Looking around, she noticed metal floors, walls covered in soundproof padding, and padlocked latches on every door. But the worst was the figure standing right in front of her, hiding his face under a golden Halloween mask. Her captor proceeded to chain each of her limbs to metal bars surrounding the mattress.
And then he
him
put like a t-shirt over my head and then a motorcycle helmet over that. So if you try to scream or try to escape.
If you come in here and fuck up and derail my stream one more fucking time, it'll be the last time. You understand? Thank you, Anonymous. And after this, I need not say another word. My mods are just going to take you out every fucking time you come in. Thank you.
Or make any effort to escape, there will be consequences.
I meant no blah, blah, blah. But okay, let me say this nasty shit to Punch Monkey. I don't know why I'm getting myself all upset at a troll. Okay, let's go.
I can blow your brains out. I can slit your throat right open.
The next 3 days are difficult to describe. Stuck in a constant loop of abuse and torture, Abby had to live through.
Did you hear what she just said? Let's rewind to the table, okay? First of all, that mask scares the shit out of me, okay? And secondly, this guy should write for Hallmark, okay? He's the creepier Hallmark. It's like he read a book on how to break somebody down. Just like word for word, everything he did.
Was the figure standing right in front of her, hiding his face under a golden Halloween mask. Her captor proceeded to chain each of her limbs to metal bars surrounding the mattress.
And then he put like a t-shirt over my head and then a motorcycle helmet over that. So if you try to scream or try to escape or make any effort to escape, there will be consequences.
Take away all
I can
her
blow your
senses.
brains out. I can slit your throat right open.
The next 3 days are difficult to describe. Stuck in a constant loop of abuse and torture, Abby had to live through a nightmare surpassing anything she could have ever imagined.
He played heavy metal music really loud, and I was gagged and everything. I didn't know if it was day or night. And I remember praying to God.
Was it as bad as my new intro song?
And I remember I never said, like amen in my mind. I never wanted to end my prayers because I didn't want God to leave me.
The search for Abby continues again
tomorrow
tomorrow
morning.
morning.
He eventually told me that I was on the news. Everybody was looking for me. He said, I'm going to let you see it. He held his phone around me and he let me watch the press conference where my mom was looking for me. That's when I really wanted to cry.
And we want you back with us, please.
I think maybe that's when I did cry for the first time there.
And nobody knows where you are. Nobody knows what you're going through.
Right.
Abby's horrifying ordeal continued for almost 2 weeks until her captor asked her to write a letter to her mother, convinced that this was the only way the police would ever stop looking for her. His instructions were to make it look like she had run away, but Abby had other plans. Seeing this as her only opportunity to contact the outside world, the teenager attempted to carve a small message on the back of the page using her fingernails.
He said, help, he's kidnapped. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to die tonight or I'm going to escape somehow. He said, I found your messages, and I just felt my heart sink. It's like, oh my God, he's gonna kill me.
The kidnapper seemingly had no intention to kill Abby for the time being, but cruelly punished her nonetheless.
He said, I'm thinking of finding something a little more humane for you. He said, I'm thinking of a shock collar. You know, they're like
how
dogs.
humane, how nice.
He put it on me, and he held a stun gun to my feet, and it was really horrible. And I remember I tried not to scream, but ultimately I had to scream. Probably the most pain I've ever experienced.
Jeez.
This is torture.
Yeah, it is. I just really wanted to live, though.
Still hoping that the police would stop looking for Abby if they thought she had run away, the masked man forced the teenager to write a second letter.
This time he made me say, "Dear Mom, I'm sorry I did this."
The letter would take another week to reach Xenia. 1 month.
I just want to say this. How many times have we heard stories where the captor makes the captee write these letters home? There was one, I want to say upstate New York somewhere. I'm not positive, but he would have them write letters. Like he would pick up girls that like had issues, you know, they were working the streets, they had like substance abuse issues and stuff like that. So he'd have one write to went to treatment, all these things so they wouldn't be looked for. We hear about it all the time. So I don't understand why people were so horrible on stupid Facebook fools, and Nancy goddamn Grace, you know, sitting there with their opinions, saying that, oh, well, she's fine then, because it's written in her handwriting, it's fine. But her mother knew this is just not her. Like, it's like when you get a text from somebody and you know the way that they write, the way they talk, the way they abbreviate, all that shit. If you really study it, you'll know that's not the person. This pissed me off.
After Abby's disappearance, this was the first sign that the teenager was still alive.
It was really like numbing for the first maybe 4 weeks, and then
What happened to the first
I received a letter. I can't believe it, and I'm happy beyond belief. And I'm also confused about some of the language. It's her, but it's not her.
As any mother would be able to guess, even though she could recognize Abby's handwriting, Xenia couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right with the letter's content.
Dear Mom, I miss you and love you more than you can imagine. I'm sorry I did this. I've seen the newspaper and TV reports. And to answer your questions, yes, I'm alive. I miss you, Mom, but I won't tell you where I am.
The police leaned towards Xenia's opinion too. They even prohibited the information from being relayed to the public for Abby's sake.
We were able to confirm her DNA profile on the letter, but how she came to write that letter, nobody was sure. If the victim had somehow been able to sneak a letter out, if she was in fact kidnapped, if her captor knew that, she was at greater risk.
Attorney General Jane Young soon realized the letter was their only card. If they hoped to find Abby, they had to risk it, reveal its existence, and ask the public for help once more.
We believe that it was, in fact, written by Abby.
Someone may now be manipulating her, and her safety is still absolutely in question.
The fact that she has the ability to write and send a letter, does that indicate to you that she's maybe all right?
Is this a runaway case, an abduction?
We are still classifying this as a missing person case.
But that press conference had an unanticipated side effect. The public opinion suddenly turned against the missing teenager.
Oh,
There's still lots of questions regarding Abby's disappearance.
We just want to have some honest answers.
One of the things that we obviously can't control is what that court of public opinion is. I think people have formed very ardent opinions as to what they think happened.
Sounds like Abby's a punk teenager who ran away.
Doesn't sound like she's in any danger.
She should be forced to pay back the state.
This whole story has been fishy from the very beginning.
As disinterest grew, so did the rumors, especially at Kenneth's high school, where Abby, her best friend Miranda, and her boyfriend Jimmy all attended.
Oh, it's New Hampshire.
The reporters, that's right, New Hampshire. If it's a runaway, we can't cover it. It's not news.
It was definitely a hot topic for gossip. Being in high school, most people want to assume, oh, she was pregnant. That must be why that she ran away.
But the police had already cleared her boyfriend Jimmy as a suspect. The Attorney General had a choice to make. Either she declared Abby a runaway or an abductee. Thankfully for Abby, Jane Young chose the latter.
Thank God. Thank God, for real, because usually, if they can make it like the less work they have to do, that's the way they're going. But the crazy thing here is that with the high school thing, she was pregnant. Where, let me ask you, where the hell would a 14-year-old go without her friends knowing? So, she was pregnant. That's why she probably ran away. Do you know how small, they've gotten bigger now because of social media, but do you know how small in real life a 14 and 15, 16-year-old's life really is? I mean, and yes, usually it's, if something happens to them, it's someone, usually 85%, usually about that much, that they know the person. But this, you could tell, is something that if something happened to her, it was not a friend, not somebody who knew her. I mean, it's too long. A 14, 15-year-old wouldn't be able to, hold her this long. But yeah, and like it says, people just don't disappear. She just completely disappeared. And how do you know when she wrote those letters? For real, when she wrote them. So,
Just don't disappear off the face of the earth, especially a 14-year-old girl. She didn't drive. We knew that there was money at home that she didn't take. She had only the clothes on her back.
And a pair
no
of
matter
boots
where
that
she
gave her
was, it fit
blisters.
the definition of kidnapping.
The lack of media interest slowed the influx of tips from the public to a drag, and quickly, the case went cold. However, Xenia refused to let her daughter's story die.
Good.
As the months passed by, she continued making public appearances alongside Jane Young. There, she read her desperate pleas out loud in front of the few reporters who still thought her story worthy of the evening news.
Dear Abby, I believe you're out there somewhere, watching and listening to me right now. I miss you and love you so much more than you can imagine. Abby, you're a strong young woman, and I'm saying strong for you. You are courageous, you are smart, and you are beautiful. Abby, you matter to me. I believe you're alive, and I know that hope speaks louder than fear. Abby, I keep having a dream where you come home, and I give you the biggest hug ever. I know in my heart this dream means something, and that it matters.
Elizabeth.
I pray to God it will come true. Love, Mom.
5 months later, in a small town 30 miles north of Conway, 34-year-old firearm machinist Nathaniel Kibbe was heading home when a female driver accidentally hit his car. Furious, he got out and knocked the woman down to the ground using the handle of his pistol. Unbeknownst to the police, this seemingly random act of violence had actually been committed by the same man who kidnapped Abby 6 months earlier. Following the assault, Kibbe was arrested in order to surrender his most precious possession, his extensive gun collection.
We knew, he's probably going to argue everything you're going to say, and he's going to have some sort of, I know my constitutional rights, and argue that point.
He had very strong beliefs about the Constitution and, its origins and its meaning.
In a move completely inconsistent with his character, Kibbe called the police himself ahead of the date of the surrender, asking them to come and collect his guns right away.
This is the first time for myself that anyone has contacted us ahead of the paperwork getting to us. So that was odd.
Once on Kibbe's property, police officer Eric Benjamin, who knew him personally, couldn't help but notice the oversized shipping container in the backyard. When asked what was inside, Kibbe dismissed the question, citing that the court order required him to surrender his weapons and nothing else.
We didn't have any reason to get closer, and he made sure of that.
On top of that, Abby's disappearance was now far from the headlines. After 5 months, most of the journalistic community concluded she ran away. Most, but not all. The local news still covered the case and the efforts made by Abby's friends to reach out to the missing teenager.
The words, "We miss you, Abby," flash across the new video posted on the Bring Abby Home website. It's filled with messages from friends.
Dear Abby, I cannot tell you enough how much you are missed. Hi, Abby. I know I haven't seen you in a while.
I really need you back. There's nobody else like you.
Letters are also posted on the website.
Yes,
One
yes,
friend
yes,
writes, one of the hardest things is knowing that I can't talk to you when I need you the most. Friends share their sadness, confusion, and their hope that these messages will be heard somewhere by Abby.
But yeah, we just really, really miss you, Abby.
Aww.
Please be home soon.
Following Kibby's clash with the police, the man became increasingly paranoid. This changed the dynamic inside the bunker. Abby was now chained up at all times, and Kibby installed tubes and pumps by the side of her bed so that the teenager could drink on her own while he sometimes stayed out of the bunker for days. Eventually, Kibby's paranoia reached its climax, and he made an unexpected move.
He said, "You know too much." He said, "So I need to move you. Like we."
Okay, so I'm about to say something that I know we don't like to think about, but it's for real. Like, it's something that takes away your dignity. What about when he was gone? What about when she had to use the bathroom? Let's be honest here. I mean, what did she get? Was she able to get up off that bed and use a bucket? Like, I want you to really think about the fact that she got so broken down. Okay, so the helmet over her head reminded me of the girls in the west side of Cleveland. That's what he did. He would tie them up downstairs in the basement and put helmets on them. He played them against each other. I mean, he did some really sick shit. So, you know, I was actually I wasn't in Cleveland, but I wasn't far from there. It was like the same local news though. And it was after a certain thing happened. So I was visiting, and it was it was actually the 5th of April. I'll never forget that because I always remembered the day before was 4404, you know, like I just remember that. But I remember seeing on the TV in the morning when I was you stay at someone's house, even though they're family, you just like, you know, can't sleep really that good. So I was up like really early watching TV, and they were talking about one of the girls who now went missing, and they were comparing her to another girl that went missing. And it turned out that, yeah, those girls are the girls that were all there for a decade and more. And so it's like, who really holds out hope? I mean, for that long, I was shocked to find out that that exact scene I was watching, I mean, like, I did not know the area or anything like that, but I remember something about her on the news, something about walking past a car wash, and then all of a sudden she's not on camera anymore down the road. So somebody picked her up from there to there, but who? And then somebody was saying, oh, that's the same way so-and-so went the year before. And I mean, I don't know these, like, I didn't know these people or anything about them. I know they have a book out, and I had it on my like Audible. I just haven't listened to it yet, to be honest. But I did watch the sentencing though, and of course, like the coward that he was, he killed himself. But yeah, it's just Frenette, go dig up the Oak Island treasure for your good friend Jack. Oak Island. Oh my God. Excellent. I can't see anyone walking. Oh shit, Frenette Sparks. You're really freezing then. What's going on? Oh, you guys talking about it's flurrying. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just saying that I know that the one thing that they did to those girls was put those things on their heads. And that's such, I mean, just picture it. You're terrified. You've been tased a bunch of times. My father doesn't trust me with a taser, so I'm not even allowed to test it in the same room. I mean, I'm all the way across the room, and he'll be like, "No, stop it! I don't trust." I go, "What do you think? The electricity is gonna shoot across the room?" He goes, "You might." So I would never, ever do that to my dad, but he's right. I'm better off that I don't have anything like that around anybody else. So anyway, oh, it is beautiful, Jack. I've been there. It's gorgeous. I like it way better than the American side. It's nice. Oh, is that where you are, Fernette? I didn't know. Oh God. Yeah, it's pretty cold where I'm at. Yeah, it's pretty cold. It's the wind chill and the real feel that's really, really doing it. And like I said, I think I said it the other day, maybe. They've already sent me like emails for Monday. They sent this Friday that these medical place that I go to for my treatments and infusions and stuff like that is going to be closed on Monday. But luckily I don't go there Monday. So luckily I didn't have to like make a trip there and pick up stuff and or go through all that. So I didn't have to pick up extra supplies or whatever. So I'm lucky. Okay, let's get back into this because I can't imagine how terrifying this girl. It must have been absolutely terrifying. Oh, you have one of those too, Elizabeth? Oh, I have a bucket list. Yes, especially once I got diagnosed with an illness, I really made a very, very doable bucket list, if you know what I'm saying. And then I have two. One that has more stuff in it if I have more time. And then, stuff like that. So I've been fortunate. I've been around. I've been, around places in Europe, of course, UK. And there's not really that many places in this country that I'm like, oh my God, I really want to go there, to be honest. Hey, how are you? Oh my God. Is that picture snow? I have to look at it. But it's good to see you. Oh, look at that. We are at the part of Betty Davis doing my favorite movie. I think I'm going to watch that today. Baby Jane, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That's my favorite Betty Davis movie. Okay. Oh, I'll give you guys a little thing on a celebrity, for example. Marilyn Monroe, she's like my fashion makeup. She's like my icon for that. Do you know that you would think that she died like with money? Oh no, she died with very little money. When she did the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Jane Russell made $200,000, which was a lot of money back then, and Marilyn had a fight to make $50,000. When you think of that movie, bam, who do you think of, right? And also, I've gotten some beauty hacks from her. But yes, the only real piece of jewelry she had, even on the red carpet, everything was just worth was glass. Everything was just worth a couple of dollars. The One Love, Joe DiMaggio, got her a really expensive, modest looking, but very expensive string of pearls. Just thought I'd tell you guys that. Okay, and you guys know how I love my Betty Davis, so that's why you guys all have Betty Davis as your thing. Let's go.
Can't stay here. He put me in the trunk of the car. We drove for a really long time. He carried me over his shoulder into a room.
Oh, yeah, listen to that.
Side of her bed so that the teenager could drink on her own while he sometimes stayed out of the bunker for days. Eventually, Kibby's paranoia reached its climax, and he made an unexpected move.
He said, "You know too much." He said, "So I need to move you. Like, we can't stay here." He put me in the trunk of the car, and we drove for a really long time. He carried me over his shoulder into a room, and he dumped me on a mattress.
My first thought, this was my first thought, okay, was that when we said we drove from a long time, we drove around for a really long time, my first thinking when I hear that is he disorientated her in the car to where they were going. Okay, just remember that.
Made a room for me.
That was my first thought.
For months. I noticed on the door there were like screws and then wires. And he told me that he tripped the door so that if it, for any reason it was busted open, the room would catch on fire. When he tied me up, he said, "Do you want to know how I know how to do this?" He told me about his experiences in juvenile prison and about how they abused down there.
6 months into her captivity, this was the first time Kibby opened up to the young teenager, and over the course of the following weeks, their conversation kept growing. Kibby, an atheist and objectivist, would debate with Abby about the existence of God and his libertarian ideals. As much as she noticed the man enjoyed these exchanges, Abby still saw him as a monster. After all, even though the worst of the torture was behind her, he continued to abuse her almost every day.
Did the rapes stop?
No.
That happened throughout your captivity?
Yeah. But one time he fell asleep with me. I was facing the door. I woke up, I wasn't wearing a blindfold. So I remember rolling over and I saw his face and I quickly sat up and I covered my eyes because I was afraid he would kill me now. Because he said I needed to forget what his face looked like.
But as the weeks went by, Abby realized something. The more she befriended Kibby, the less violent and abusive he became. An avid reader, he gave her loads of books to keep her occupied during that period. Amongst them was a cookbook that would later reveal itself to be the key to her kidnapper's demise.
You know, being there for like 9 months, I kind of eventually became weirdly comfortable. And he always told me, he said, "You're like the closest thing I'll ever have to a daughter." I guess he kind of looked at me like he wanted to teach me stuff. Are you going to have, So anyway, he had a cookbook and I would just read the cookbook.
With your daughter?
But there was a name written in block letters and the name was Nate Kibby. I asked him, I said,
"Okay, Mike, you have a good day too."
He just kind of breathed and he said,
"I'm sorry.
How do you know my name?"
Time went on, and Abby learned a lot more about her kidnapper. Not only did he stop wearing his mask around her, but he also shared more about his disturbing past and beliefs. From Ayn Rand to the signification of the Gadsden flag, Kibby lectured Abby about libertarianism often, and for that reason, she wasn't surprised when he came up with a scheme to strike back at the government he hated so much.
He said, "I'm thinking of making counterfeit money," because he said morally, they owe me basically. So he said, "Let's make some fake money." And part of how I gained his trust, I guess, was, I went along with whatever he wanted to do.
As Abby and Kibby spent more time together printing money, his interest in her faded. The abuse didn't stop, but he began seeing sex workers instead most of the time. One of them, 27-year-old Lauren Monday from Nashua, had a peculiar encounter with him.
I just felt from him like he needed somebody to talk to, and that's all he wanted to do. He said he's done bad things. Said, we all have done bad things in life.
The pair rented a hotel room, but according to Lauren, Kibby didn't even want her services, only emotional support and reassurance.
He rubbed my head and played with my hair and rubbed my face.
Oh, God. I love you for that.
When she woke up, Lauren found a pile of $50 bills on the table, but no signs of Kibby. Later that day, she tried to use that money to buy groceries at the local Walmart.
the cashier grabbed it and she said, yeah, just give me 1 minute. I said, okay, no problem.
Minutes later, the cashier returned and informed Lauren that the police were on their way because the bill she used was a poorly made counterfeit. Furious, Lauren didn't wait a second.
I called him immediately and I swore at him. Okay, I said, you.
I wouldn't have given him the heads up.
At least told me. How dare you play with my freedom?
Even though Kibbe gave her a fake name, she shared his email address and a clear description of his heavily damaged vehicle with the police.
I told him, whatever you're making in your damn basement, you better clean it up right now because they are coming for your ass.
Unaware of what happened with Lauren, Abby jumped when Kibbe slammed her door open in the bunker, screaming nonsense at the scared teenager. But like she did hundreds of times at this point, Abby kept her cool. She reached out and calmly asked him what was wrong. After 9 months in captivity, Abby knew Kibbe well. She learned how to act around him, how to prevent his outbursts, and even how to soothe him. Her strategy was twofold: listening and staying calm at all costs.
She's got
no small feat
better
under
to
her
do.
captor's constant abuse and torture.
If I were going to write a textbook about how victims should deal with abductions, the first chapter would be about Abby.
Kibbe quickly explained what happened before telling Abby to get out. As she stepped outside the room, the teenager realized something shocking. Behind the explosive rig door was the first room she had been held in. She had never actually left Kibbe's bunker. When he made her move 4 months ago, he had just driven in circles for hours, only to bring her back in the same place, but in a different section of the bunker. Once inside his actual home, Kibbe removed Abby's shock collar and handed her a black plastic bag.
He gave me back my clothes that I got kidnapped in. Said, I need to get you out of here.
One could think that Kibbe would actually move her to another location this time, or even kill her and be done with it. But that's what's so unique about Abby's case. By treating her captor like a human being, she'd put him in a real dilemma. 9 months ago, he likely wouldn't have hesitated to get rid of her, but now, the man had grown attached to the young teenager in his own distorted way. This shift came from Abby's incredible resilience and ability to see the good in everyone, even her own tormentor.
She also humanized her captor. She essentially played mind games with this guy and was able to gain his trust.
Somehow find a way of seeing the humanity in the person that was treating you so cruelly and use that as a survival technique.
As they got onto the road, she was still unsure of what he would do. Maybe drop her in another state or hand her over to someone else. But her heart started racing when she saw a sign along the road reading, Conway ahead. Before long, Kibbe stopped the car in the exact spot where he kidnapped her almost a year ago.
There were no cars coming either way. He said, get out. I slammed the door and he drove off. Just like that. That was it. I looked back on my freedom and it was something that I really wanted to experience again. And I really
wow,
longed for.
You know that
I remember
well,
looking
huh?
up and laughing, just
you might
being
be right.
so happy. Like, oh my God, this actually happened. I'm a free person. I never thought it would happen to me, but I'm free. And I just walked home.
In a twist as unbelievable as it is ironic, Abby got to finish her 9-month-long walk home. She was even wearing the same boots that had brought her there in the first place.
I remember when I came up to my doorstep, I could hear my mom talking on the phone.
That must have felt so surreal.
And I said, Mom? And I remember she said, Abby? And then I remember she ran out.
It was almost like it was a shock. Like I had this shudder and I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
That was such a beautiful moment.
And now everyone's going to treat her like she's a liar.
And she looked different. She really did. I could see stress, those months of stress in her face. And it kind of killed me a little bit, but I was just so relieved to see her.
But things were far from over for Abby. The last thing Kibbe said before releasing her was that, since the civil case against him had been dropped, the police gave him back his guns. If she ever revealed his identity, she could expect him or one of his libertarian friends to come for her in retaliation. Willing to do anything to protect her family, Abby kept Kibbe's name a secret.
Her captor told her that he would kill police if they came to get him, that he would kill her family. He made all kinds of threats.
She says, I know the name, but I can't tell you because he's going to come and kill us.
Really be worrying about
He's everywhere. He knows I'm telling you this now. I was like, no. I said, he doesn't. And like, we're in a public place. She's like, yeah, he's going to come and shoot us.
When this information came to light, the public's outrage was reignited, repeating the same drama surrounding Abby's letter from 7 months ago. Everyone criticized and blamed the survivor for her silence.
So what would make these people happy? If she never came home? If you found her parts in a wooded area, would that make them happy? Not buying it. Sorry, not sorry. I don't think she was held captive at all. Oh, so she spent over 9 months in the exact same clothes and didn't come home with a single thing else? Victims don't act like that. Act like what? Act like what? Like, what the hell does that even fucking mean? Act like that. How would you know? Were you kidnapped for 9 months to a year? I always thought she left with him voluntarily. These people, I swear, I hate people. I just hate people. Let's go.
Was the child held prisoner 9 long months? Was that
this bitch? She's gonna do it.
For real?
Even without Abby's involvement, Lauren Monday's deposition about the counterfeit money should have indirectly led police to the kidnapper. However, at the time, New Hampshire was dealing with a widespread counterfeit money operation tied to groups unrelated to Kibbe.
Right now, Claremont police are warning people to be on the lookout for counterfeit cash.
Is this a larger part of a bigger group of people? Is this just an isolated incident?
With her back against the wall, Abby had to make a choice. Thanks to her family's love and reassurance, she gathered her courage and made sure Kibbe never harmed anyone else by finally revealing his identity to the FBI. In cooperation with local police, the Bureau organized a large-scale raid of Kibbe's property.
I heard the radio communication say that he had a pistol in his waistband, and I really felt like the next communication was going to be we were going to hear that there were shots fired.
To the federal agent's surprise, but not the local police, Kibbe immediately surrendered.
Nate Kibbe behaved like Nate Kibbe always behaved. He was violent in situations where he had the upper hand. He was never physically confrontational with the police.
For the next 2.5 years, investigators in tow with Attorney General Jane Young built their case while Kibbe awaited judgment in jail, and the results spoke for themselves. There was enough evidence to charge the 34-year-old with 183 crimes, from kidnapping to hundreds of sexual assaults to the production of counterfeit money. The suspect had no choice but to accept a court-mandated plea deal for 7 of those charges, guaranteeing him a sentence of 45.
Do you know what really bothers me? Is that when it comes down to it, me and you and all normal people, if you want to call us that, think that, oh wait, I have to, stupid message thing keeps changing on me. Sorry. Starkle. They like always, like, we know that the worst thing he did here was hold that girl for that long. And you know what he did to her on a daily basis, okay? And she has said that. But according to the government, oh, making fake money, that's way worse. Oh, God, that's worse. You know, like a lot of times there was a big case, I forgot where I saw this on what, but I saw it a long time ago. And the case like basically went like they were looking for stolen money, and while doing so, they found a bunch of stuff where this guy was torturing, and these girls were in like photos, what did they call that, you know, where the picture just came out. I can't even think of it right now, but they Polaroids of girls that didn't look too happy to be taking these pictures, and they were more like about the fake money. It's like, hello, you have women that are like gone. You can't even, once you finally figure out who one might be, they're gone. They've been missing. And it's like, what is more important to these people? fake, like full. I don't know. I just like that it helps keep them locked up longer, you know?
5 to 90 years.
Well, initially, Nathaniel Kibbe faced 183 charges, but with a plea deal with the state, pled guilty to 7 of those charges. Now, Kibbe will spend 45 to 90 years behind prison bars.
What this investigation revealed is that every painstaking detail that the victim provided was in fact true. No doubt. Everything supported by evidence. Hundreds of pieces of evidence. Physical evidence, purchase records, statements of other individuals.
Every day, I'm just glad that she got away. She was one who got away. And it's not a cold case file of another innocent child.
Since Kibbe's sentencing, Abby has achieved many things, from finishing high school to becoming a hairdresser, a goal she had even before the kidnapping. She also became a proud mother and an executive producer on a film based on her case. However, her most profound victory came before all of that. On May 26, 2016, she finally took the stand in court and faced Kibbe on her own terms.
A dramatic day in a New Hampshire courtroom. A young woman face to face with a 34-year-old man under arrest and now charged with kidnapping her.
It seems like forever. 2 years have gone by, but I often think about Kibbe. What he did affects my life on a day-to-day basis. My name does not mean the same thing anymore that it did before October 9th. But I need to be safe, and so does my family. When you decided to point that gun at me, that was not my choice. It was not my choice to go to your house. It was not my choice for you to hit me. It was not my choice for you to threaten me. You did all that yourself. I'm just telling you the truth, because sometimes I feel like I wear this whole thing like a millstone around my ankle. Sometimes I still feel like I'm
round eye.
chained, and sometimes I don't feel like I'm completely free. There are certain aspects of my freedom that I can never get back. But in the same aspect, I want you to know that I appreciate my freedom because of you. And that I enjoy and appreciate life because of you. And that I never look at sunshine in the same way. Some people might call you a monster, but I've always looked at you as human. And I want you to know that even though life became a lot harder after that,
damn,
I still forgive you.
I'm sorry, but I can't forgive somebody who tased the bottom of my feet. But good for her that she did forgive him, because it would have ate her up. It would have destroyed her from the inside out, you know? So, but I'm glad she got to enjoy life. Okay, so that to me was a really interesting story. I did not realize that that was the story of the movie Girl in the Shed, because I was like sick or something a while back, and a while ago. And yeah, it was a while back. And I basically was watching a lot of those Lifetime movies on my Lifetime add-on channel. And they had like a whole row of the girl in the basement, the girl in the shed, the girl in the, I don't know, the girl in somewhere, I don't know. But the one that got me, and they'll say based on a true story. But the problem is, like this one movie, it's very good. I think it's The Girl in the Basement. It's basically loosely based on the story in Germany, where it's like worldwide famous, where the father, he's running around in his Speedos and he's so gross. And he had an obsession with one of his own daughters, and he built this thing under the house that nobody like knew. I mean, you couldn't hear screaming or anything coming from this place. and fathered 7 children with his own, child. And it was too small down there. So 3 of them were dropped off, guys. Oh, so you know the story of, I forget his name. It's like Fritz Stizzle or something, or Fritzl. I can't. Now, what's weird is Germany has very, very strict laws, and they cover they usually will blur out faces, but they don't blur his out because it's just too well known. And but nobody has ever photographed the girl. She was down there, God, for years. They'd go on vacations, and she had 4 of the children down there, and he would just dropping off baby at the door with a note saying that she was with some cult and some boyfriend, and here she needs you to raise this child. And I'm thinking, this was a street that wasn't that, like, off in the middle of nowhere. Today, he couldn't do it. He'd be caught on cameras, but it was just like, wow. Yeah, that's a very old story. Yeah. There's another one that's even, more, I don't even want to get into it. Yeah, yes. That's the one the girl in the box is about. Yeah. That's another old famous one. And because people used to not see a female, if she saw another female. You know what I mean? And I always say, doesn't matter, male or female, just because there's a female with them, do not think it's okay. It's not. Just be just as vigilant as you would be if it was 2 men, So, yes, excellent. My son was a baby and he's 37. So, yeah, I read that book a long time ago. It was about the girl. Yes, yep. And they got freed because they went to some kind of social service office, and the lady was very vigilant. She could tell that something wasn't right. Wasn't that the same story? She eventually lived there so long that she wasn't going to leave, or something like that. And it was just horrible. It was just horrible. Yeah, so, but if you get a chance to see the movie. Oh, really? I might have 2 stories mixed up. But yeah, because my eldest will be, I read it in Australia. Yeah, it's terrible, and it's like the one in the box and all that comes out, and it's all about, wasn't she going to somebody's house in California, somewhere in California, and she was like making her way, and I just can't imagine telling my parents, oh, I'll hitchhike down there, it'll be cool. Yeah, she was going something like that, meeting up with friends, and they were going to go to a concert. Yeah. And I think, according to the last thing I saw on it, and it's been, by that time, it might not have been the exact, but like she actually said that they were making their own way there. She was going to make her own way there, you know? And it's like, you got to be kidding me. I wouldn't care what year it was. Good God. Oh, God. All right, let's cheer ourselves up. All right, so this is sent in from Axelot. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Hold on. Now I got to find a whole new theme song. Ugh.
You a patient?
What?
Are you a patient?
And I'm who?
A patient.
And I'm a baser. See, they call me a baser. Nigga, I ain't smoked crack. That shit ain't funny. Nigga, I ain't smoked crack in 5 years. The fuck you found?
Leave this to Axel. Not Axelot. I'm sorry.
You a
It was
patient?
anonymous.
What?
Are you a patient?
And I'm a who?
A patient.
And I'm a baser. See, they call me a baser. Nigga, I ain't smoked crack. That shit ain't funny. Nigga, I ain't smoked crack in 5 years. The fuck you found?
You a patient?
Oh my God. Oh God. Yes, you sent this to me. I'm sorry, I accidentally said Axelot. I apologize. Then I corrected it, though. I corrected it. Anonymous. Oh my God. That is too fucking funny. Okay. Now this one, I saw and I had to watch it twice because I wouldn't say I was a huge fan ever of her. Okay. Let me just put it that way. All right. Not a huge fan, but, like I guess it took me growing up some to realize that she was a piece of shit in a nutshell. Okay. And I don't think she had the talent that, I think, but here we go. This is a short of Courtney Love, and what in the fuck is all I can say happened. First of all, I do like this color highlighter, but why is it over here? I mean, okay, all right. And like over here, all the way over here? What the hell's going on? But anyway, let's go.
Lana's a friend. Kendrick Bloody Lamar. I have a thing for him. And I would never use someone's hologram. I think that's gross. If anybody ever uses me for a hologram, I hope it says F you for even watching this. Wait, now you're making me up like decide. Last dinner party, because I love them. I love Abigail. I love them all. They're all great. Well, there's not enough money in the world to pay R.E.M. to get back together. Put back together Fleetwood Mac and Time Machine, them to 82 when they're on like 9 kilograms and they're doing chain.
How many kilograms are you on?
See, Lindsay's playing with no pay. The greatest performance ever. YouTube, The Chain, Mirage Tour, 82. Baby Queen, if she gets on the plane to LA that 5 people want her to get on and gets away from the songwriting crap. If not, see you in the cutout bin, baby. I'll put you in the little stage. Depends on your moves. Up to you, baby queen. Lana?
What in the hell? She was supposedly talking about a question that had to do with holograms, and this is what we got. I don't know what to say. Hey, Leafy, you got a you got a thingamajiggy, a membership. What in hell is she if you look at her face and she didn't look so damn spaced out, okay, like she was on another damn planet, I would like to say that she wouldn't look that bad, like face-wise and stuff. Like she wouldn't look that bad. But it's that empty look. It's just, dude, you're shot. You are shot to hell. Okay? I feel bad for you. I do. I actually do. That's like a public service announcement. Don't do drugs, because that is what you may turn into. I know. And that's already over, Jack. It's already over. Whatever the hell that shit is over, because they unfollowed each other. I mean, you could say the sky is blue and Ariana Grande started crying, and it's like, what in the world? I don't like her. I'm going to say, I really do not like. Interesting choice of words, Jill. Shut up. So, the thing is, it's like, okay, I don't like Ariana Grande. I don't. I think she's a phony. I think she purposely loves the fact that she has destroyed families. I think that a little Axela, sweetie, you're too kind. She is just, I think she's a phony. She changes her way of speech. She changes everything. People think that when she showed up looking a little more tan and, because she was very pale for her role in Glinda, and she kept that look between the two movies, not even knowing, and she liked it, and she was talking really soft, and then she broke up that one. They're lizard people. Oh no, Anonymous, stop bringing Jack into your crazy thoughts. It's just, I just do not like her. I don't like her, and I think she is a sore loser. Number one, because she didn't get the awards, so that's that. That's that. She shed anything to do. Her whole demeanor change. She has been carrying around that, let's dare say it, her Caucasian stage, as people are calling it, for a while now. Her little voice, and I'm just a little innocent Ariana. I need everybody to help me. It's like, give me a break. And I don't know what the hell went on the set of Wicked, but I mean, you have what is that black lady's name? The one that played the witch. I'm not interested in Wicked, to be honest. Oh, really? Oh, gee, God, Axelot, I'm so sorry. That's it, Cynthia. Thank you for that, Cynthia. And it's like, Ariana did not. They were supposed to be so close, and all the shit that Cynthia was taking online, Ariana did not protect her, not stand up for her, nothing. Oh, well, yeah, when it comes to musicals, I have to see them live, Olaf, like on Broadway. Yeah, not in movies. I don't know. I don't know. Except for the original Wizard of Oz, you know. Samsonite. A fifth book is coming out about Glinda. My God, what stupid round eye. What do you do? Do you hear this, Jack? The stupid round eye is we've lost him to the world of wicked books. Oh no. We got Ron too. We have to save. Hold on. Are the books good? I heard that the second one of the movies wasn't that good. I did hear that it wasn't that great. And she was irate that she didn't get a Golden Globe. And what was it before the Golden Globes? She didn't win there, and everyone basically was saying if you don't win there, you're most likely not gonna win a Golden Globe. But the book Son of a Witch. Well, how about I dress up for you guys in a costume? Would you like that? Then would you listen to me? Axelot would have it on some kind of short. All right. Oh, and bravo, Ronnie, is that I have to make the writing bigger. You have to go in and fix that. He is at Jill V. He's in the VIP. Woo! Yes. Out of, the coffee club. Yes. Bravo. Thank you, Ronnie. As he gets lost in reading the book of Son of a Witch. You son of a witch! Oh my God. The third book, A Lion Among Men. Who is writing these? Well, obviously they were written a very long time ago, right? And Wizard of Oz is just basically, oh God, I don't know. Oh, yes. Oh, that one I do know. Yes, I know that one. Lions, Witches, and Wardrobes is the greatest. Yeah, I know that book. Yes. The first two books are amazing. Oh. Okay, well, thanks, guys. All right. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah. They're on Prime now? Because, okay, so this is what I've done. I got rid of Netflix a long time ago. I just don't, I never was watching it, and I got tired of paying the bill. I'm tired of paying this. I'm just not watching it. And so then, I have a few add-on channels over there on Amazon. And then I got BritBox and Lifetime, which I've kept now for a long time. Once in a blue, I would used to get rid of it and then get it back again, once they switched up. But they switch up enough on there. So, and they had all the movies of the V.C. Andrew books. So I was binge watching those. I like those books, But once you have a picture in your head of what you think because you read the book, sometimes a movie can kind of, that's why I prefer to read the books first. But, stupid round eye, no, you didn't. Oh my God. Thanks for the best laugh ever. Oh, all right. Read your wicked books. And while you're doing it, twirl around the room, okay? Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm dead. Shut up, all up. You too. You have to get fire signal. My son got me one. Really? Does it work better? So, thanks, Fernette. Twirl. Oh my God, look at this. Twirling your mega crushed Crocs, Jill. She told me, damn. Now those words are fighting. With a Diet Coke in my hand, I twirl. All right. She's gonna rewind that and record it. I know her. I will twirl while wearing pigtails just for you, Jill. Thank you. As the crowd goes wild. Oh my God. Anybody who comes in at that point is probably like, right out. God. Oh God, me too, Fernette. Me too. Me too. Oh, goat. Shut up, Olaf. Shut up. You're awful. Was that a dolphin imitation? You guys are terrible. You're bullies. You're just big bullies. You bully me and you bully Lily Jean. Oh my God, I'm crying. Oh shit. So okay. Yeah, I love those. But okay, so I got Hulu. Well, all right, I got Hulu, but I paid for it. Well, I'm not the one paying for it. But anyway, just because I wanted to watch all of the NYPD Blues, I was in the mood. Yes, send Elizabeth a picture of you in pigtails. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm wrapping up anyway. Have a great day, Jack. It was good to see you. Keep bullying Jill. Oh, that's it. Get out. Just get out. You go read your little People in a Wardrobe. Whatever book it was. Lions and Witches and Wardrobes. You have a good day, Jack. So, I could send you a pic of it. Lily Jean and her obese mom are on the streets. Better ask them to come over. I think I'll pass on that. Because I'm waiting for the last season of Outlander. So what I got was, and I got rid of like the Netflix because I just wasn't watching shit on there, right? So I got instead I replaced it over there. Like I basically got almost everything coming off of my Amazon, so it's all paid for in the same place. I can manage it all in one place. So I've got like the HBO Max or Max, whatever they're calling it now. And there's a lot of good shit on there. But the only place that I found the Golden Girls was on Hulu. I saw it on Hulu, but now my NYPD Blue is gone. So I don't know. I'm thinking of just, I watched a lot of them already. So I was thinking of just getting rid of it. And then, I don't know, coming back and watching, when they put other stuff on it or whatever. Because everything like Seinfeld, I can't find Seinfeld anywhere. So, does anybody know where Seinfeld is? Oh, do I? Do I really, Elizabeth? Oh, lady, I was answering for Net. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, I'll play it. Is it? It is on Netflix now? Well, it's not that serious. I just wanted to watch around Christmas, the Festivus episode. Okay. All right, let's see what you got going on here. Oh, that's the wrong. Oh my God. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did I see this? Yes, I saw this of yours. I did. Let me play it. Hold on. Wait, I want to put this on my earbud. Hold on, sorry. All right. Which man? Oh my God. Who was she arguing with? Oh, oh shit. What the hell was that? Oh no, what I hit? Hold on. Yeah. So, did you guys? No, you guys never even watched it. That's because I didn't put it up right. Oh my God. Hold on. Okay, there it is.
Oh, honey, I am so not threatened by you. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. My man with a 10-foot pole. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. My man with a 10-foot pole. Last check may check. You don't have a man. You don't have a man. You don't have a man. Last check may check. You don't have a man. You don't have a man. You don't have a man. So you're the needy press. Last time they checked, you're the needy press. So you're the needy press. Last time they checked, you're the needy press. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. My man with a 10-foot pole. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. You're just mad because I have a child. Last time they checked, you don't have a man. You don't have a man. You don't have a man. Last time they checked, you don't have a man. You don't have a man. You don't have a man. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, wow. Yes, I did see that. I love it. I loved it then. I just didn't have time to leave a comment, but I did hit like. I like, oh my God, that was just, who was she talking to when she was saying that? Another girl, was it with that other girl that she was locked up with? Oh, it's not? I did see it though. I figured because it was you showing it to me that it was you, because I was in the car and you know, I was doing stuff and you know, and a Chad. Is it Chantel 2.0? So what guy is she even talking about though? You know, she is, oh, she makes me sick. Like she really makes me sick. I got to cover her again. What's with her now going back on what do you call it? Chantal didn't, right? But this bitch, sure. She was more involved than she ever claimed. I don't care what anyone says. She was even more involved than no. Come on, guys. You see her in that interview, the way they interviewed her with her little baby voice and her blanket sitting on the couch. But dude is in an interrogation room. Why is that? You know what I mean? Like, it really pisses me off. And she got away with it. She got away with it. She did a few years in prison, but at the end of the day, look, she's living life. She's had a baby, and God help that poor thing. I don't think that guy is with her. And I noticed she's showing herself without wigs anymore. Do you know that for a while, I just stopped paying attention to her because I got so pissed off. She pissed me off so bad that I didn't even want to look at her. And I never really noticed that she was wearing wigs at first, because she's really put them, they're good. They're good. They're better sometimes than some people's real hair, you know? But yeah. And I'm a wig lover. Like I am. I have some in my closet. It's way better than getting like, if I want to completely change my hair color, like, it's better than having your hair or the style. It's better than having it, you know. Are you serious? Why is that, Axelot? It's hot in there? Oh, Lord. Hello, Starlight played that. Oh. Ow. Well, it was great. It was great. Oh, my God. Okay. I will see you guys on the next one. I had fun. Thanks for hanging out on a Sunday with me. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. All right. And I'll be back in my Crocs. Don't worry about that. Okay, I got it. I'll twirl around in my Crocs. I'll find some new I have schoolwork, but I have a feeling that I'm not using that song. I think we're all in agreement that it sucks. Okay. Goodbye. Bye, Elizabeth. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Bye. Stay warm.